See, today's class, web elements and element locators in Selenium. Web elements and element locators in Selenium. Today, we are going to discuss two topics. First one, web elements. Next, element locators. Element locators. Say, functional test automation tools. Not only Selenium. You take UFT or RFT or silk test. Functional test automation tools provides functional test automation tools support elements based on front-end objects. They perform test operations. Some exemptions are there. For database testing, no front-end object reference is required. See, basically, functional and regression test tools are object-based test tools. Based on front-end objects, they perform test operations. Next, for database testing, no front-end object reference is required. We can directly communicate with the database using SQL statements. We can conduct database testing. So, in functional test automation, elements, knowledge on elements is mandatory. See, first, web elements. Our Selenium supports web-based applications only. Basically, it is functional and regression test tool. It supports web applications. Functional test automation tools conduct test operations using front-end objects. That's why we are going to discuss web elements. Okay. Say what are the important web elements. You take any web application, these are the important web elements. First one, browser. Actually, in Selenium, browser is driver object. Next, page. Say UFT, formerly QTP point of view, browser also object, page also object. Here, browser is driver object. Page. Here, no need to handle pages separately. See, these two are separate things. Next, remaining web elements. Edit box. Next, Supriya, list out the web elements. Edit box. Supriya. Dilpreet. Note Supriya, your voice is not reaching properly. Disconnect and connect again. Next, Dilpreet.
Buttons.
Buttons. The button. Just a minute. Somebody's making noise. Heard the background noise. All of you put mute. Supriya.
Finally, in April, a meeting at Trump Tower. A meeting was at my request.
Somebody's still making noise. It's not yours.
And our senators and Kelly are making the truth this morning between their two apparently Megan Kelly.
See some disturbance coming.
That indicated it down. And Trump is the last man standing.
All of you put mute. Continue, Dilpreet. Button.
So check boxes.
See, powerful object in the web, link. Next, checkbox. Next, text area. Next, radio button. Radio button. Next, drop down box. Next, list box. Next, combo box. Next, image. We have three flavors of image in web environment. One is general image, no functionality. Next, image link. Next, image button. Image button. Image button. Next, web table or HTML table. HTML table. Next, frame, etc. Observe Virat, we covered maximum web elements now.
Yes, sir.
See, these are the important web elements in any web application. You know, browser, you can use any browser, Mozilla, Firefox or Google Chrome or IE, but in Selenium default browser is Mozilla Firefox. Next, I will explain web elements one by one. Concentrate. Observe Mamata. First one, operations on browser. Operations on browser. Tell me, Mamata, what are the manual operations that you perform on browser? See, launch browser. This is one operation. In manual testing, manually we launch browser. In test automation, test tool launches the browser. Launch browser. Next, navigate. Navigate to specified URL. Next, close. Focused browser. Focused browser. Next, close all opened browsers. Suppose we opened 3 or 4 browsers during test execution, then closing all opened browsers at a time. Close all opened browsers. Next, navigate from one URL to another. Navigate from one URL one to another. Next, navigate back. Navigate back. Next, navigate forward. Navigate forward. Next, refresh the browser. Refresh the browser. Next, maximize the browser. Maximize. next minimize, next full screen, etc. Any other operations, Mamata? See, these are the operations that we perform on browser
Yes, sir.
manually.
Yes,
If
sir.
it is test automation, test tool performs operations. Any other? Observe.
Search operations. It's
Search
not
operation is
something that.
different, not
Okay.
related to browser. Search operation. Where we conduct search operation? Where we
So
conduct search
once we.
operation? Suppose this is search edit box. In this
Yes.
edit box you conduct. This operation belongs to edit box, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me Virat, what are the important operations on browser? Important operations on browser, Virat.
First, launch the browser.
Ah,
Like I navigate to particular
your
web
voice is
page.
breaking. Try to adjust your voice device
Is it okay now?
little bit. Ah,
Launch the browser.
ah,
Second, navigate to particular web page.
Virat, you problem from your side. Put mute. Venkat, continue. Venkat, your voice is breaking, Virat. Venkat, try to use proper voice devices. Supriya,
Yes, sir.
operations on browser.
Um, Navigate from one URL to another URL
Ah,
and minimizing the browser and maximizing the browser,
hmm,
closing
hmm.
and
See, you need to familiar with operations. Otherwise, how you conduct testing? Okay, put mute. Launch browser, navigate to specified URL, close focused browser, close all opened browsers, navigate from one URL to another, navigate back, navigate forward, next, refresh the browser, maximize the browser, minimize the browser, next full screen. Next, come to another object. For example, page. Page. Important operations on page. Get page title means return page title. Return page title. Manually, how to return, how to know the page title. Observe Dilpreet. Place mouse pointer. What is this page title?
So Google.
Google. Just a minute. What is this page title?
Google accounts.
Google accounts. Okay. See, return page title. Next, get page source or return page source. Return page source. Next, return page URL. Return page URL. See, these are the important operations on page. Next, operations on edit box. Operations on edit box. Just a minute. Madhumati. Madhumati. Operations on edit box. Tell me manual operations.
Enter some value.
Just a minute. Operations on edit box. Enter some value.
Clear the value.
Enter some value. Next, clear the value. Suppose value already there, you want to remove that value, you can clear the value. Clear the value. Next, return the value.
Okay, return the value.
Return the value. See, sometimes we capture value from edit box and compare with expected. That time you need to return the value. Next, check the existence of edit box. Check the existence. Check the existence. Next, check enabled status. Enabled status, etc. Next, Ritesh, operations on link object. Operations on link. Ritesh. Ritesh not responding. Okay. Mamata, operations on link object.
So, yeah, operations are click the link, enable and disable.
Yes, first click operation. It is primary operation. Click. Next, check the link existence. Check the link existence. Next, check enabled status. Enabled status. Next,
Check.
return link name. Return link name, etc. Next, operations on image. Operations on image. Image. Say image object three types. First one, general image. General image. Next, image link. I will show. Next, image button. See image link. Click primary operation. Click. Image button. Image button also click. That is submit. Submit. Just a minute. Observe. Observe Dilpreet. Take mouse pointer. Show this Google. Observe Dilpreet. What type of object?
The image.
Image. This Google logo is image. Next, go to Selenium official website, seleniumhq.org. Here, Selenium IDE. Observe my mouse pointer, Dilpreet. Here, Selenium IDE. Image is there, na?
Yes, sir.
Click this image. It is redirecting to another page, na?
Yes, sir.
What type of object?
Image link.
Image link. Just a minute. Next, suppose Mercury Tours. Here observe, sign in. Sign in button is there. What type of button? Observe left
Image
button. Image. Type image. But this image for submission is button. Button. See, three types of image object. Dilpreet. What are they?
So general image,
Ah,
image button, image link.
image link. Okay, come to next one. Operations on checkbox. Operations on checkbox. Venkat, can you tell me operations on checkbox? Prithvipal Singh. Prithvipal.
Yes, sir.
Operations on checkbox. Generally, what type of operations we conduct on checkbox?
Sir, click.
Click. Just a minute. Just a minute. I will show checkboxes. These are checkboxes.
Okay, sir.
What are the operations? Select.
Select.
Select. Next, suppose if already selected, unselect.
Unselect.
Unselect. Next, check existence. Next, check enabled status, etc. Put mute. Next, operations on button. Operations on Supriya. Operations on button.
Yes, sir.
Ah,
Select,
select. You select buttons.
click,
Click. Click means submit. Okay. Next, operations
check
on
enable,
button. Next, check
check
button
enable or
existence.
disable
Check first button
button
existence.
existence.
Existence. Next,
Check enable or disable.
yes, check enabled status. Enabled true means enabled. Enabled false means disabled. In single operation, we can cover enabled or disabled statuses. Check enabled status. Next, return button name. Return button name. etc. Next, operations on text area. Operations on text area. Text area. Next, one more thing, error messages. Error messages dynamic, text area static. Error message. Next, window, pop-up, etc. Operations on text area. I will show the text area. Written, written or capture text area. Next, error message. Error message also written. Sometimes we need to written or capture error messages and compare with expected. Written error message. Next, Dilpreet, operations on window pop-up. Pop-up window.
Close,
Close.
maximize, minimize.
Cancel important operations. Cancel. Next, close. Maximize, minimize. Why you maximize and minimize? What is the use? If you maximize window pop-up, what is the use? Cancel, close. For close, we use OK button, etc. Just a minute, I will show these three. Observe Madhumati. Observe Madhumati. See one
Yes,
account,
sir.
all of Google. What is this element?
Text area.
Text area. Here no functionality. This is text area. Static text. Static na. This is static. Only developers
Yes.
can modify this value. This is
Yes,
static. Next, observe. Click next button. Please enter your email. What is this? Please enter your email.
Error message.
Error message. Next, just a minute. Just a minute. Suppose read if observe Madhumati. What is this one?
Yes. That is also error message, sir.
Pop up na.
Oh, okay, okay.
It is
Yeah,
pop up.
it's pop-up.
It is
Yeah,
not
it's pop-up.
related to web environment. It is Windows pop up.
Okay.
Okay na Mamata? Three types:
Okay, sir.
text area, error message, next window pop up or
Window
pop
pop.
up window. Okay na? Next, operations on radio button. Number 9. Operations. operations on radio button. Continue, Mamata. Operations on radio button.
Select.
Ah,
Check existence status.
okay. Check existence also one of the operation. First, tell me the primary operation. Primary.
Check, sir. Select or check
Select.
the radio.
Select.
Select.
Yes, select. Next, existence. Check the existence. Next, check.
Enable.
Just a minute. Enabled status. Next, selected status also. Check selected status. Selected or not.
Okay.
Next, operations on list box. List box. Pridvipal. Operations on list box.
Select.
Just a minute. Operations on list box. Tell me first one.
Select, sir.
Select an item. Select an item. Next, items count.
Select.
Items count. Next, check list box existence. Existence. Next, check
Select.
list box enabled status. Enabled status, etc. Next, Supriya, operations on combo box.
Yes, sir.
See, just a minute. First, operations on drop down. Same operations. Drop down box. We can select one item at a time from drop down box. Next, list box. We can select one or more items. See, same operations. One extra functionality. Select one or more items. One or more items. Next, same combo box. Continue, Supriya. Combo box. What is combo box? Combination
Cell.
of combination of
Multiple items.
Dilpreet. What is combo box? Combination of
So list
drop
box
down
and
box
drop
and
box.
edit box. Suppose 10 items are, if it is drop down box, 10 items available, you can select any one item from the drop down box. If it is list box, you can select one or more items. If it is combo box, you can select any one item from available items. Suppose your item is not available, that time you can type your item. See, drop down. drop down box and edit box. Any confusion, Dilpreet?
No, sir, it's clear.
See here also operations. Just a minute. Select an item. Select an item. Next, suppose if item not available, required item not available, enter an item. Next, just a minute. Drop down. Combo box. All of you put mute. Combo box existence. Next, combo box enabled status. Combo box enabled status. Okay. Next, here also same items count. Items count. Next, operations on web table. Operations on web table. See, get cell value. Get cell value. Next, rows count. Rows count. Next, cells count. Next, operations on frame. Operations on frame. See, I will show the frame. Switch from top window to a frame. Switch from top window to a frame using a frame index or frame name that we will discuss in practical chapters. Next, switch from a frame to top window. Top window. See, these are the important elements. I will show frame. Just a minute. Selenium HQ. Download. Observe Dilpreet. Suppose Java doc. Observe. How many frames available in this page?
Three.
3 frames. Next, suppose Google. How many frames available in this page?
1.
No frames. Only top window. Here, top window means this is main URL. top window plus 3 frames. Just a minute. Here observe left side bottom. Total 4 HTML pages na.
Yes, sir.
One is top window, remaining 3 frames.
Same.
Next, suppose Google. How many HTML pages? Only one page na?
One page. Right, sir.
Top page, top window. See, these are the important web elements. Okay na? Virat, are you following?
Yes, sir, I am.
Your voice is breaking. Try to adjust at least by tomorrow. Okay. Next, Prithvi Pal Singh. Are you following?
Yes, sir, I am following.
See, this is about first topic, web elements. Next, come to second topic. See, first one, general topic. General topic. If it is Selenium or UFT or Silk test, you take any test automation tool, functional test automation tool. Those are the common operations. General topic. Second one is Selenium specific topic. Element locators. Element locators in Selenium. See, we already discussed. In UFT terminology is object, next property, object, property, next value. See, one object may have multiple properties. Already we discussed in first introduction to Selenium WebDriver chapter. Suppose dog is object, height is one property. Next, color is one property. Suppose color black, it is value. Height 40 centimeters is value. Suppose man is object, name is one property. Suppose ABCD is value. Next, height is one property. Suppose 6 feet is value. Next, when it comes to UFT, Unified Functional Testing, observe Mamata, you have knowledge on UFT na? Object property value. First general example, next UFT, object. Suppose page is object, title is property. Object is something which has structure and properties. Property, it is an attribute of the object which describes the object. See, title, suppose Google is value. Suppose in Selenium, here no object term, equivalent term is element. Next, property equivalent term is locator. Value same. Suppose edit box, locator, name. Suppose value is email. See, in Selenium, terms are element, locator, value. In UFT, formerly QTP terms are object property value. Okay na? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Mamata? Any
Yes, sir.
confusion?
No, no, sir. Clear.
Dilpreet, element
Yes, sir.
locator value in Selenium, object property value in UFT.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, come to mainstream. First, what is locator? You know what is web element? We discussed all web elements also, operations on web elements. Next, what is locator? See, it is an address that identifies a web element uniquely within the page. It is an address that identifies a web element uniquely within the page. It is an address. It is an address that identifies a web element uniquely within the web page. Within the web page. See, Selenium supports 8 element locators to recognize elements in web pages. Selenium supports 8 element locators. 8 element locators to recognize elements in web pages. What are the 8 locators? One is ID, next name, next class name n capital letter, next tag name, next link text, it is only for link elements, next partial, next L capital letter, T capital letter, partial link text, it is also for only links, next CSS selector, S capital, next last one xpath, based on xy coordinate of the elements. Most of the time xpath is unique. Tell me, Prithvipal, Selenium supports 8 element locators. What are they?
Yes, sir. ID,
Ah,
name,
ah,
class name,
ah,
tag name,
hmm,
link text, partial link text,
ah,
CSS selector,
ah,
and xpath.
xpath. Next, say why we need to use different locators. We already told one unique locator is sufficient to recognize any web element. Then why we need to concentrate on multiple locators? Why we need to use different locators? First reason, developers may not provide all locators for every element. Some locators not available for some elements. For example, link text and partial link text locators not applicable for all elements, only for links. Next, some locators may be duplicated. Just a minute. Why we need to use different locators? See, first reason is developers may not provide developers may not provide all locators for every element or each element, every element, or you can say some locators not available for some elements. Some locators are not available for some of the elements. Example, link text. Next, partial link text. Partial link text. Link text, just a minute. Link text and partial link text are not applicable for all elements. Only for links. Just a minute. Observe Madhumati. Suppose here edit box is there. Take mouse pointer and show the edit box. Just a minute. Here select HTML. Observe for this edit box ID, email available. ID, email is value. Next, name also available. Tag also available. That input is tag. Input is tag. Next, no CSS na.
Yes, sir.
No, CSS available. No class name. Class name not available na. CSS available here. Observe. See, this is xpath. Next, this is CSS selector. CSS also available. Just a minute. This is CSS.
Okay.
Next, this is xpath. This is xpath. XPath available. CSS selector available. Next, go to HTML. ID available. Next, name available. But no class name na.
Yeah, yes, sir.
No class name. What about tag name? What is the tag? Observe this one. This is tag.
Input ID.
This is tag. Input.
Okay. Input. Okay.
Input tag. Tag name available. Next, link text. Partial link text not applicable for edit boxes. Okay. Next, just
Okay,
a minute. Show this button. Observe. For this button ID available na?
ID available. Yeah, class
Class
is
name
also
also available.
available.
Class means class
Av-
name only. Class
Okay.
class name available na?
Yes, sir.
Next name available na?
Yeah, name available.
Next tag name also available. Tag name also available. Next xpath cssSelector also available, but
Okay.
linkText partial linkText not applicable. This is one reason. Next, another
Okay.
reason, some locators may be duplicated. See, second reason I will show. Some locators may be duplicated. So that we need to select any one unique locator for recognizing elements. Duplicated. Just a minute. Observe Dilpreet. Say I am showing first checkbox. What is the name locator for this checkbox?
CHK.
CHK. What is the tag name?
Input tag.
Input. Next, third checkbox. What is the name?
CHK.
Tag name also same. Next, fifth one. Name CHK only. Next, last one. Sixth checkbox. CHK. Here we cannot use name locator na.
Yes, sir.
Why? It's
Because they are same.
duplicate. Tag name also duplicate na.
Yes, sir.
That time you need to take any other unique locator. For example, try with xpath. Most of the time xpath is unique. XY coordinates. It considers. Observe input of one na.
Yes, sir.
Next second one input of two. Third one input of three. Is it unique or not?
So it's unique.
Unique. See, these are the two reasons. Tell me, Supriya, why we need to use different locators? Why can't we use any single locator for every element? Two reasons we discussed. What are the two reasons? Supriya, Prithvipal,
Yes, sir.
why we need to
Sir, first,
different locators? What are the reasons? First reason,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Developers may not provide all locators for every elements.
uh,
Or another reason is some locators are maybe duplicated.
duplicated. Good. Next, how to inspect elements? How to inspect elements? How to inspect elements? See, indirectly, we already discussed this topic in the previous class. Mamata, how to inspect elements depends on browser na. Suppose if it
Yes,
is
sir.
Mozilla Firefox,
Confirm. Yeah, we need to have a
just
Firebug
a
in it.
minute. Google Chrome, next IE. Say Firefox having a built-in feature that is page inspector, or you can download and install Firebug FirePath plugins. Next, Google Chrome, Mamata.
Developers tool.
Developers tool. See, they have built-in developer tools. Shortcut key F12. See, Internet Explorer also same. They have built. It has built-in developer tools. Shortcut key F12. Say element locators common for every browser. If it is Mozilla Firefox or Google Chrome or IE or Safari or Opera, element locators are same. Elements same. Next, test case same. All test steps in every test case common for all browsers. Then what is the difference between one browser to another? Only browser driver. If you want to execute test cases using Mozilla Firefox, you create Firefox browser driver. If you want to execute test cases using Google Chrome, create Google Chrome driver, IE driver, IE browser driver. See, test cases same, but browser driver only varies from one browser to another. Next, I will show element locators one by one. Here one small note. Element locators are common for all browsers. See, come element locators one by one. First one, ID. Say I will show syntax example. In creating test cases chapters, you can get more clarity. Here I will introduce syntax with a simple example. In creating test cases chapter, you can get more clarity. See, ID, syntax, by dot ID of ID locator value, this one. I'm not writing complete syntax, just locator syntax. Example. See, what is by, I will explain. Example, driver dot find element. See, if this find element is WebDriver command or method, that we will discuss in WebDriver commands chapter, maybe tomorrow. Find element of means open bracket, by dot ID of suppose value email, just a minute. Launch Eclipse IDE. Create WebDriver, create Firefox browser driver in WebDriver interface. WebDriver. For example, driver, you can use ABCD also, equal to new Firefox driver, open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Next, import WebDriver, import Firefox driver. Okay. Next, suppose driver dot get URL. Suppose I want to launch Gmail homepage. Gmail homepage. Gmail.com. Run the program. Launching Gmail home. Now I want to enter a value into this edit box. First, find the locator. Locator. Just a minute. Gmail home. HTML. Observe. Here you try with ID. Give first priority to ID. ID is faster in execution. What is ID value, Mamata? Not
Sir, email, sir. Email,
email. ID value email. Observe. Driver dot type F. Select find element. Find elements also available. Find element. Next, by dot type
ID.
I. Select ID. ID value within double quotes, that is string type data. Email. Next, dot send keys. It is also WebDriver command. Suppose India 123. India 123. Just run the program. Observe, Mamata. It entered India 123 in this edit box na?
Yes, sir.
Edit box. Just a minute. This is complete statement. Complete statement. Observe, Dilpreet. What is this driver? Driver. It is browser object. Browser object. What is this find element, Dilpreet? Find element.
The method.
Yes. WebDriver. WebDriver method or command. Next, by. What is this by? This is built-in class for identifying built-in class or predefined class. Observe, imported. Next, what is ID?
It's a method in while class.
Locator. Element locator na, it is locator.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next, what is email? What is
Value.
email? Value.
Values.
Next, send keys also WebDriver method. Send keys. WebDriver method or command. Next, India 123. India 123. It is input data, or you can say test data. Test data. Okay now? Observe Prithvipal Singh. Is it okay?
Sir,
Any confusion?
so what's the elements on this syntax?
Pardon?
So what is the elements? No elements. Elements.
Here we are using element locator na.
Yes, sir.
Element locator. It identifies the element. See email, value email. In this page, that value look, just a minute. In this page, that value belongs to this email, this edit box. Then it recognizes that element. What is the problem?
Okay, sir. Fine, sir.
Value.
Yes.
Here we are using locator and value. Suppose person name and name is locator, Prithvipal is value, then you can recognize that person.
Okay, sir.
Observe
Sir,
Supriya.
sir, question. Sir, if we want to navigate to URL, we can use navigate method, right? Yeah, instead of get. We can also use
You don't
navigate.
focus on that one. Here you focus on ID only. That we will discuss later.
Oh, okay, sir.
I
Okay.
will introduce all commands, all general commands, regular usage
Okay.
commands. You don't focus on
Okay.
that one. Observe Supriya. Here in this step, test step or statement, we used two WebDriver commands. What are the two WebDriver commands?
Find element,
Ah,
send keys.
send keys. See, first WebDriver command. First command for selected area. Observe the selected area. First command for recognizing the element. Second command for
Entering the value.
performing operation on that element. Any operation. If it is edit box, enter a value. If it is link, click. If it is radio button, select. If it is checkbox, select. If it is drop down box, select an item, etc. See, observe. See, first half, first command functionality, recognizing the element. Next, second command functionality, performing operation on that element. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
This is single step. In this single step, two operations. First operation, recognizing the element, then performing operation on that element. You can split this statement into two. Suppose one step for recognizing the element, another step for performing operation on that element. Observe. For that, I'm going to use web element built-in class. Just a minute. Web element, suppose element name, you can use any name, email, or just edit box equal to, up to this one. Import this web element. What is the functionality of this statement or step? See, find the element based on given locator and store that reference to this edit box. Not only edit box, you can use ABCD also. See, find the element and store that reference to this web element. This web element is built-in class. Web element is built-in class. See, automatically imported, otherwise you can import. See, if it is, just a minute, remove this one, import. Next, perform operation. Edit box dot send keys. For example, India 123. Same earlier single statement, this time two statements. First statement for identifying the element, second statement for performing operation on that element. Run the code. Observe Dilpreet entering value now. See, when we go for the second syntax, first syntax single step. When we go for the second syntax, see, whenever you want to perform multiple operations one by one on any element, then go for this second syntax. Suppose here I am entering the value. After some time, clear the value. Edit box, just a minute. Edit box dot clear. Run the program. First entering value, then removed. Just a minute, I will insert wait statement, then you can easily observe. You don't focus on this wait statement. This we will discuss in synchronization chapter. Thread dot sleep. Suppose 5000 milliseconds means 5 seconds. Observe Prithvipal. Here we are performing two operations on edit box now. What are the two operations?
So first is entering the value, and then second is clear the value.
Clear the value. Run the program. See, observe entered value. After 5 seconds it will remove. Removed. Next, using first syntax also we can perform this one. Using first syntax. First syntax. I'm taking this first syntax. No web element. First enter value. Suppose observation purpose, thread dot sleep, suppose 5000 milliseconds. Next, again find element by ID instead of send keys. Just a minute. Dot clear. Same. Run the program. Entering a value after 5 seconds. Remove the value. Observe Virat. What is the difference between these two syntaxes? Virat. Venkat. You try to use proper devices, voice devices. Madhumati. Difference between these two types of syntax.
I think whenever we want to use multiple times,
See, observe. First syntax. If you want to perform multiple operations on any element, if you follow the first syntax, what will happen? For every operation, first you need to identify the element, then perform operation.
yes,
See
sir.
here, identifying the element, next send keys. Next, second time, identifying the element and clear. In second syntax, just identify the element, that is one time activity. Then you perform operations on that element multiple times, one by one. When
Yes,
we go for second syntax,
yeah, like whenever we want to do
whenever
enter the email,
perform multiple operations
ah,
on same element, then we go
we
for
will do second one.
second syntax. First, recognize the element and store that reference into web element. Using that web element, you can conduct operations one by one. Okay, na? Next, Mamata,
Yes,
when we choose first syntax,
When we want to uh,
whenever you
when
want
we
to
want to
perform single operation
use
on any element,
operation.
single operation. For
Okay.
that, you no need to create web element, then perform operation. Two statements not required. Using single step, you can recognize the element and perform operation. Getting this point?
Yes. Yes.
Dilpreet, are you following?
yes, sir.
See, observe. Just I will show. I will provide the note. Note. Whenever whenever we want to perform multiple or more than one operation, multiple operations on any element, then choose second syntax. You can use first syntax also. You can use first syntax also, but using second syntax is optimized way. This is first one, ID. ID. Next, name locator, small letters, name. Same syntax. Syntax. What is the syntax? By dot B capital. By dot name of value. Here also you can follow two types of syntax. See example. Just a minute. Instead of ID, try to use name. What is the name value? Just a minute. Take mouse pointer, show the edit box. Name value also same. Email. Values may be duplicated. Values might be duplicated. That is not the issue. But locators, values for two or more elements same. That is not acceptable. Observe this point. Just a minute. Mamata, observe this point. Suppose here
Yes, sir.
element is edit box. Element is edit box. Locators and value. Suppose one of the locator is ID, value is email. Another locator name, value same. See same element. Two
Yes, sir.
locators having same value. It is acceptable. Suppose another scenario. Earlier we discussed now that checkbox.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Checkbox. Say first checkbox. Here two elements. First checkbox, next second checkbox. First checkbox, name chk. Second checkbox also same locator, name, same value chk. It is not acceptable now. Duplicate now.
Yes, sir.
Here two elements having same values
Same.
for same locator. But in this first scenario, single element. First scenario, email is not duplicate now.
Yeah. Yes.
Second scenario, chk is duplicate now.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Why?
Because first checkboxes are different. First and the
Two
second.
different elements. Recognize locating is problem. Two different elements. Okay. See name. Following this one, Dilpreet, any confusion?
No, sir.
Okay. Instead of ID, use name. Run the program. See response slow. That is net response, internet response. Just a minute. It is taking more time. Just a minute. Run the program. Observe entering a value. Run the program once again. See entering a value. India 123. This is about name locator. Next, class name. class name, N capital letter, class name. See, syntax same. Just a minute. Syntax by dot class name of value, by dot class name of value. Example, suppose I want to click this button without entering any value into this edit box. If you click this button, it will show error message. Okay, that is different. First, click the button. Observe. Observe, Madhumati. Here class available na. Class means class name. What is the class value?
RC button.
RC button. Just a minute. R complete one within double quotes.
Okay, RC button. Submit.
You try, suppose by dot type C, select class name within double quotes. See, primary operations on buttons, click. Just a minute, one more bracket. Dot, click.
Good.
Run the program. It's not recognizing.
Yes.
What is the problem? Error. What is the error? Invalid selector exception. Class name. Observe, Madhumati, here
Yes.
class name not recognizing na.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes they may not recognize. That time leave it and select another one. For this button ID is there, name
Yeah.
also there. Otherwise go for cssSelector or xpath. But I will show class name. Just a minute. Class name. You navigate to this local page. Next, I want to check this checkbox. Any class name? Class name not available. Just a minute. Login page. I will send these local HTML pages also for practice. Just a minute. You navigate, you get this URL. Here, edit box. So the first edit box, login username. Observe Madhumati, class value is available now.
Text. Yes, sir.
Text box color.
Color.
Try with this. Try. Just a minute. Here, send keys operation. Dot send keys A B C D 1 2 3. Run the program. Entering the value now.
Yes, sir.
This time we used class name. Class name. Just a minute. Next, tag name. Tag name. Pradvipal. Tag name. Syntax. Syntax common for any locator. By dot
Driver dot
tag name of
value.
tag name value. Say example. Example. You try with first one. Email is there na? Email. Gmail. Gmail home. Just a minute. Gmail homepage. By dot tag name. Just try. What is the value of tag name? Observe Prithvipal. What is the tag name for this email edit box? What is the tag name?
So email.
Email. Tell me, Supriya, what is the tag name?
Input.
Input. This is the tag name. Observe Prithvipal. This is the tag name.
Okay, sir. Tag first. Okay, sir. Label.
First one. Input.
First one. Okay, sir.
Input. See, within double quotes. Input. Run the program. Not recognizing. Okay. It's not recognizing. Next, use the previous page. Just a trial and error. Previous page. Just a minute. Login page. Tag name for this login input. input. See URL different, input. Observe, run the program. Suppose XYZ. Run the program. Observe Prudvipal. For this 8 box tag name working na?
Yes, sir. It's working.
Say observe Dilpreet. Final conclusion. You need to take any one unique locator. Just manually guess the unique locator. Sometimes they may not work. That time, how to get unique locator? Trial and error na.
Yes, sir.
You take one locator, try to run the program. If program is working fine, then no issue. Otherwise, change the locator and try. Okay na?
Yes, sir.
See, this is tag
Sir,
name
I have a
exam.
question.
Ah,
Sir, can we try two locators?
no, see, any one unique locator. Prithvipal, any one unique locator. Here syntax supports only for single.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
If it is
Just
UFT,
asking question.
Mamata, UFT you can provide multiple properties na.
Yes, sir.
How to provide multiple properties in UFT?
Sir, we can give two objects name.
In descriptive programming, see in UFT, descriptive programming is there na. In object, object repository based programming, only single property. If it is descriptive programming, you can enter multiple properties by separating with commas.
Okay.
Just a minute. EFT, just recollect. Suppose browser of suppose browser of Google dot close. Close is method. This is object repository based scripting or descriptive.
Sir, it is object.
Object repository based. See, single property we used. Suppose if it is descriptive code, browser of title colon equal to syntax Google dot close. In this descriptive code, you can enter multiple properties. Suppose comma, x coordinate, some 120, like multiple properties. Otherwise, creation time colon equal to 0. Next, one more property by separating with commas. Title Google. See, in descriptive programming in UFT, you can provide multiple properties, but in object repository based scripting, only single. Here, observe Prithvipal, how to provide multiple properties.
Sir, in Selenium?
In Selenium. How to provide multiple properties? The syntax supports single property. You select any one unique property.
Okay, sir.
Select any one unique property. How to select unique property? See, two
This is my
steps. First
tag.
one, guess. You using element locate that one page inspector. What is that feature? Inspecting elements. First you inspect elements and guess unique property. Suppose that unique property is not working, then
Another
trial and error.
another.
Use one property, use one locator. Here terminology is locator. Use one locator and run. If program is executing, then continue. Otherwise, change the locator and continue. Like that, you can find unique property. Any one unique locator. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Next. All of you put mute. Fifth one. Link text. Observe Dilpreet. Limitations. Link text applicable only for
It's a link button.
link elements only, not for other elements. See, link text visible by dot link text of value. Example. Observe. Suppose Google homepage. See, get Google homepage and I want to click on Gmail link in Google homepage. For this, you no need to inspect element. Gmail link is there. What is the link text for this Gmail link, Madhumati? What is the link text? Link text visible na? What is the link text?
Gmail.
Gmail.
Okay.
Just a minute. By dot type L, select link text within double quotes Gmail. Operation, suppose click. One more parenthesis. Click. Run the program. Google homepage. Click on Gmail link, redirecting to Gmail home. Next, just a minute. Run the program. Observe Dilpreet. What happened, Dilpreet?
It's error
Why error?
because G was
Value is
small.
sensitive na?
Yes, sir, case sensitive.
Case sensitive. Value is case sensitive. This time it will work. Okay. Next, partial link text. Partial link text. Partial L capital T capital letter. Partial link text. See, you can use complete link text or partial link text. Same. By dot partial link text of value. Example. You try to use partial link text for this one. Suppose GMA. Is it partial link text or not, Mamata?
Yes, it's a partial.
Partial. Run the program. Just a minute. Change the locator. Dot type P. Select partial link text. Run the program. Loading time. Loading taking more time. Internet problem. Just a minute. Just a minute. Run the program once again. It is taking too much time. Observe Mamata. Clicking on this link now. We used just GMA, partial link text.
Yes.
Just run the program once again. It is taking too much time. It's a network problem. Just a minute.
Sir, how short we can use the names like G? You can use GM only, sir.
GM?
Yes, sir, only like how short we can use partial link. Only we can use GM or
Not-
only GMI.
I will show. Partial link text. I will show. Just a minute. Executing now, Pradvipal.
Yes, sir, it is.
Executing. Suppose just partial link text, anything. Suppose GMA, GMA, IL, this is complete one. Just
Yes, sir.
GMAI, you can use. Executing now.
Yes, sir.
Next,
But
just
is it
GM.
possible to use MAIL?
Pardon?
Is it possible not to write with G and we have a part?
Yes, I will show. Just a minute, wait. Run the program. Just GM. Recognizing. Just G. Run the program. Recognizing. Just G also. Suleiman asked mail. Only mail?
Yes.
Run
Yes.
the program. Executing now. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
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 Executing. Suppose, just observe. I'm going to use A. First single letter L. Just a minute. L. Run the program. Executing. Next, A available in M available in first two links. M. Executing. Observe Suleiman, here M available in Gmail link and images link.
Yes.
First it considers first object, top left to bottom right. Here first element Gmail, that's why it is clicking on Gmail. Suppose if you want to click second link, you need to use unique one.
Okay.
See, this is about partial link text. Partial link text. Next, CSS selector. CSS selector. Syntax. By dot CSS selector of value see example. See, for finding CSS selector, you take fire path, select fire path. Here select CSS, take mouse pointer, show the element. Suppose Gmail, you take this value. Just a minute. CSS selector. Run the program. Executing. XPath. See, syntax same. Syntax by dot XPath of value. Example, use XPath for this Gmail. Get XPath value. Madhumati, get XPath value.
Yeah.
Launch Firebug, select FirePath. Here select XPath.
XPath. This.
Take mouse pointer. Show the Gmail link. To take this value. Say, this is brief idea in elements handling in Selenium that takes nearly 5 or 6 hours. Elements handling in Selenium. In that chapter, once again I will explain element locators. See, try to run this program. This time we are going to recognize Gmail link using xpath locator. xpath locator. Clicking now, Madhumati.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. See, this is xpath. See, these are the 8 element locators that Selenium supports. Just a minute. I'm going to close the session. Any queries, Dilpreet, regarding today's class? What is today's class?
sir.
2 topics, web elements and element locators in Selenium. Any queries?
No, sir.
Madhumati?
No, sir. I'm good. Thank
Okay.
you.
Mamata?
No, sir, I'm good.
Prithvipal?
No, sir, I'm fine. Thank you.
Welcome. Ritesh? Not.
I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
I'm good.
Suleiman? Suleiman?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay. Supriya?
Yes, sir. I'm
Any
fine,
queries?
sir.
Confirm, Supriya?
Yes, sir, I'm fine, sir.
Okay,
I
cool.
think I need to.
Venkat?
Yeah, I'm fine, sir.
Okay.
Once send me the notes, I will check again and practice.
Okay, okay. Virat? Okay, Virat. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow, same time.